Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you all how to crochet a very beautiful mesh tank top. And I teach how to make this in a size large, but I will teach you how to make this to fit whatever size you intend to make this for. And for materials, I will be making use of a 6mm hook, measuring tape, and a scrap yarn that I've had. I think this is a Nako 4-ply yarn. This is like a DK weight yarn. You can actually make use of any yarn or any hook you have available. Just make sure you take your measurements correctly, and trust me, you're going to be fine. Now let's get into the tutorial. To begin, we're going to start by making a slip knot. And once you have this, get your measuring tape and wrap this around the fullest part of your bust. And I'll leave a diagram on the screen that teaches you how to do that. Once you have your measurements, you're going to make enough chains that measure up to what you got. Mine is 36, so I'm going to make enough chains that measure up to 36 inches. And your chains should be in the multiple of 12. I'm done with mine. I did a total of 84 chains, and this measures up to 36 inches. Now you're going to flip your chains to the back like this. The side you can see the back loop. Then insert your hook into the back loop of the first chain. Yarn over, pull through to make a slip stitch. Chain up 2. Go back into the same back loop you just made your slip stitch into. And make a double crochet. Into the next chain, insert your hook into the back loop. And make a double crochet. Into the next chain, insert your hook into the back loop. And make a double crochet. So the back loop is the tiny bumps we have at the back of each chain. Chain up 3. Skip 3 chains. Go into the next with a double crochet. In the next 2 chains, make 1 double crochet in each of them. Always work in the back loop. Chain up 3. Skip 3 chains. Go into the nest with a double crochet. In the next 2 chains, make 1 double crochet in each of them. Chain up 3. So you're going to repeat this pattern around till you have 3 chains remaining. So I've worked till I have 3 chains remaining. It might look as if you have 4 chains remaining, but don't worry, the last one is the slip stitch you made to join your chains together. It doesn't count as a stitch. Now, chain up 3. We're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet stitch that you made for this row. Skip the chain 2 starting chain and make a slip stitch into the first double crochet stitch. And that's it for row 1. For row 2, chain up 2, yarn over, and we're going to make a back post double crochet. And if you've not done that before, insert your hook into the side of your first double crochet stitch and stick it out of the other side. Yarn over, so that is how to make a back post double crochet. Now do the same for the remaining 2 double crochet stitches. Chain up 3, yarn over and skip your chain space. Go into the first double crochet with a back post double crochet stitch. Do the same for the other 2 double crochet stitches as well. Chain up 3, yarn over, skip the chain space, go into the next 3 double crochet with a back post stitch. Chain 3. So repeat the pattern across till you get to your last set of double crochet stitches here. Now chain up 3, skip your starting chain, that's this chain 2 we did here. Go into the first back post stitch and make a slip stitch. chain up 2. In the first back post stitch that we have here, we're going to make another back post stitch. Make 1 back post stitch in the next 2 stitches. Chain up 3. Skip the chain space, go into the next 3 stitches with a back post stitch. Chain up 3. Skip the chain space, go into the next 3 stitches with a back post stitch in each of them. Repeat the pattern till you get to the end of the row. Now to finish up row 3, chain up 3. Skip the chain space and make a slip stitch into the first back post stitch of this row. Do not slip stitch into the starting chain here. So this is where we're going to stop. We're going to repeat row 3 till you're satisfied with the length of your top. You're supposed to work this up till it gets to the top of your bust. I would advise that as you walk up your rows, you try it on your body. When you're comfortable with the length of your top, from the top of your bust down to wherever you want your top to stop, you pause and come back. Let's finish up the top. I am done with mine. I did a total of 21 rows, and this is perfect for me because I want my top cropped. So if you want your top longer, you would have to make more rows. And it measures 10 inches. So now let's make the top part of our tank top. This is going to consist of the armhole and then the neckline. And to do that, you're going to count how many sets of 3 back post stitches that you have on your top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have a total of 14 for mine. Once you have yours, divide it by 2. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So that means I'm going to leave out 7 sets of the back post stitch for the front and back of my top. Don't worry, I'll explain in details. So I always like to start from where I joined with my slip stitch, which is here, this set, and I'll place a stitch marker into the first back post stitch on that set. Now I would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and into the 7th set I'll place another stitch marker into the 3rd stitch here. So once you have this, it's quite easy to figure out the back. Going with another stitch marker, then place it into the next set, into the first stitch of the next set, and you count again even though it's not needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and place your stitch marker into the last back post stitch of the set. So now we can continue making our top. Insert your hook back into your loop. And I already made my slip stitch into the very first back post stitch on the last row that I made, and that is where I placed my stitch marker. Now go into the next stitch, take out your stitch marker and go into the next stitch, make a slip stitch, and then chain up 2. So now you're going to make a back post stitch, into the last, make a back post stitch, chain up 3, and we're going to basically continue the pattern till we get to our last set of the 3 back post stitches. Chain up 3, and we're going to make 1 back post stitch in the next 2 stitches. So that we'll have 2, the same way we had 2 here. So for row 2, chain up 2 and turn your work. And we'll be making a front post stitch since we turned our work. And this is how you make a front post stitch. Into the next stitch, make a front post stitch. Then chain up 3. Skip the chain space, go into the next stitch and make a front post stitch. Into the next 2 stitches, make a front post stitch. Chain up 3. Skip the chain space, into the next 3 stitches, make a front post stitch. So the front post helps us to retain the pattern whenever we turn. That was why we switched to the front post stitch. So repeat that till you get to the end of the row. So I've worked till I got to my last set here. Now we're going to make 1 front post stitch in the next 2 stitches. For row 3, chain up 2 and turn your work. Now we're going to go back to making back post stitches. In your very first stitch, make a back post stitch. Go into the nest with a back post stitch. Chain up 3. Then go into the next 3 stitches with 1 back post stitch in each of them. So basically just repeating the pattern. Chain up 3. Skip this and make back post stitch into the next 3. So just repeat the pattern until you get to the end of the row. To finish up, make 1 back post stitch into the next 2 stitches like we've been doing. So from here onwards, you're going to repeat row 2 and row 3 till this can go from the top of your bust to underneath your neck bone. And I'll meet you guys when I'm done with mine and also tell you how many rows that I did. I'm done with mine. I did a total of 10 rows and it measures 6 inches. To finish up, chain up 1 and cut. So now we're going to do the same thing we did here for the back as well. All you have to do is to just attach your yarn, locate the set with your stitch marker, and you're going to skip the very first stitch and go into the second, like we did for the first part. Now attach your yarn. I like to hold both together to hide the loose end. And chain 2. So go back and watch how we did the front panel and just continue. So in the very next stitch, you make your back post stitch. Do the same for the next. Chain up 3. So just go back, watch how we did row 1 of the front panel and do the exact same thing. The number of rows you have on the front should be the same with the number of rows you have at the back. So I'll do mine and we'll come back and attach the neckline together. Now my front and back panel is complete. Now we're going to make the neckline. I would advise that you place this around your neck. Maybe place one of the panels around your neck to determine how wide or how small you want your neckline to be. And always make sure that the number of stitches you leave on this side should be the same number of stitches you leave on this side as well. So I want mine to not be too tight and not be too small. So I'll just leave out these 2 stitches at the end on both sides. That will leave my neckline at 9 inches, which I'm very okay with. If you want yours smaller, you can leave out more stitches for your neckline. Let's attach this together. You can either do this by sewing, but I'll be attaching with slip stitches. And I'll start from this side. Remember I said I'll only be attaching these 2 stitches. I'll insert my hook into the very last stitch here and into the last stitch on this other panel. On this side I have my chain 2 starting chain. I'm going to skip that because it doesn't count as a stitch. I'm going to the last back post stitch here. Attach your yarn and tie to secure. Insert your hook back. Yarn over, pull through and make a chain. Go into the next stitch on this side and into the next stitch on this other side and make a slip stitch So if you intend to attach more stitches, you do the same thing till you get to wherever you mapped out. But this is where I'll be stopping for mine. I'll chain upon and cut. So do the same thing you did here for the other side as well. Remember, the number of stitches you leave out here should be the same with the number of stitches you leave out on this side. So I'm done with both sides of my neckline, and this is where we're going to end today's tutorial. Hide your loose ends and your top will be ready for you to wear. Try out your top, make sure it fits perfectly. I had so much fun making this. If you had any questions while making this or you experienced any form of difficulty, leave your issues or problems in the comment section. But I think this top is not only stylish, but it's very easy and quick to work up. But I would always be glad to answer your questions in the comment section. I want to see pictures of your work. If you ever get to make this top, it is really going to make me so happy. And if you've not liked this video or subscribed yet, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much. And if you're new to my channel, welcome to this family. You're really going to love it here. For now, bye, and see you guys in another tutorial soon.